Ladies and gentlemen, we are back to what could potentially be our last game of the evening. It is a best of 3 in this upper bracket between team Reality Rift up against Motivated Trust, and right now RR actually takes 1 game away. So if they win the second one, that could be the end of us, or will we get into a game 2 and potentially a game 3 if Trust could actually even the odds out. My name is Scary Keith, and together with me, smartest guy in the room, it's Otomo. Once again, joining me, who does not want to accept the compliment. Jeez,
yeah,
it's right there.
It's weird.
It's right there.
It's weird. I don't know. But yeah, we just saw game 1, Reality Rift and Motivade Trust. They went 62, 63 minutes or something like that. We saw tier 5 items come out. They weren't a big factor, to be fair. They were just out there for like one team fight, and it was over. And Motivate Trust already banning the Snapfire, which we talked about. Reality Rift banning the Nyx.
Yeah.
So again, it's like these heroes that they don't want. Reality Rift also banning the puck, which it seems like Motivate Trust must have a godly puck, because game 1 also was banned in the first phase. Motivate Trust banning the ES. Hustler plays occasionally to varying success. I would say that his clockwork is more of a factor than his ES.
Yeah, but it's also the fact that I think Puck and Nyx is just always a hot ban at this moment, right?
True,
This
very
time
true.
in meta. So it's a bit safe. It's safe to ban that one out. Takes down a Winter Wyvern this time round. We've seen how that one worked out for the aggressive lineups in the previous matchup with Army Geniuses. Yeah, so it was the Wyvern into the Earthshaker. So they probably don't want that, knowing that they kind of share similar styles. Picks up the clockwork. You were saying that it's scary in the hands of Hustler. They let it through again.
It's scary, honestly. It's honestly scarier than the ES. And I like that Motivate Trust. They're like, yeah, we're going to take out the Omni. And then Omni that last game, because Jackie on Motivate Trust really likes his Monkey King. Like, really, well, so much for that.
Well, you got a Ricky game.
Yeah, who cares anymore? What we're saying. But we do see Ricky occasionally play as the mid lane, so there is a chance that Jackie will still have his Monkey King. And Ricky at late game, I mean, I prefer him over Dember. You know, he comes out with a little bit more damage, so it's something you can look forward to. Slaughter as well, we saw played as a support in the previous game. Position 4, we might see it as well in this game as a position 4, but again, there's a lot of ambiguity now. Is it carry Ricky? I've seen offlane Ricky, I've seen mid Ricky. It could be one of this. Is it position 4, position 3 starts? So there's a lot of like, it makes it hard. Yeah, it makes it hard for Reality Rift to. They also have the same thing with the clockwork. KYXY can play it, and Hustler can play it, but in most likely, it's like one of those things where it's like 80% gonna be. I have seen it recently though, yes, being picked on KYXY. They are wondering about this. Do they want to take something like the LC early before it's taken away? The Timbersaw might be decent this game, actually. Center. By the way, the problem with Ricky, Lich.
All right, that's a nuts hero.
That's nuts heroes. You know, it's like no need to argue about that. Nuts, because he's incredibly solid. By the way, it's one of those. He's one of those unsung heroes where he always performs well. You never see it because it's like. You know, he's a position 5.
Yeah, people looks over him like he plays a sport.
He's never gonna get the rampage. That's like, oh
for
wow.
Sure. Well, maybe one day when he ends up in the MVP, then we'll all be stunned about that one.
But next round of bans coming out here. Reality Rift. What are you gonna ban? Oh, interesting.
You just mentioned it. It's a good pickup, and they take it away.
Yeah, I'm somewhat surprised that they did actually. Where as well as the PL, because Drew, yes, I mean, I have a headache watching him. Can you imagine playing against him? You're like, there's PLs everywhere.
Yeah.
There's just everywhere. So they take him out. Meanwhile, Reality Rift, what are they thinking of here? They have the next choice of ban right now.
10 seconds remaining.
What do you want to take out? You already kind of showed your supports. Like, would you want to ban out supports that you don't want to play against? Is a possibility. In game 1, what do we see that was really impressive? Again, Monkey King is something you want to ban. Bad Rider. I believe Bad Rider was also banned in game 1.
Radiant team pick.
I mean,
Troll.
you could see
there you go.
Impact.
Rubik, something wrong with his eyes, by the way. Usually they're a lot bigger. You can see that they're like tiny specks of green instead of Reality Rift. The Troll goes. Magnus is still available. Ember still available. OD is still available. OD is kind of solid because the Astral lasts longer than Tricks of the Trade, so you get caught on them. Just Astral, you can say keep someone alive.
10 seconds
so these are the heroes that they currently have. OD third pick means that you're really revealing your mid relatively early.
Trust is expecting a carry pick, though, actually denying out the troll.
I'm feeling LC. I'm feeling LC actually. LC or Abaddon.
Great lockdown, yeah.
It's more of also on the dispel. Those corrosives, corrosive hazes can be a nightmare.
That's true.
And yes, level 25 is undispellable. Level 25 is level 25, like way over there, which almost happened last game anyway, by the way.
That was a 60-minute game.
That was a 60-minute game, but yeah, LC I imagine is something that Reality was.
Oh,
Okay,
they went for gyro instead.
Drew's gyro. Not ready to reveal KYXY's hero. So we have the 1, the 5, the 3, or the 4. We don't know yet. Motivate Trust though, pretty decent actually. By the way, now that you have Rubik, we can definitely confirm that Slaughter is the position 3 and Rubik is the position 4. Some teams very rarely play the Rubik as a 5.
Yeah, they do, but like I've seen like, I mean, it's no comparison, but like Team Liquid Kuroki always plays it as 5. But yeah, it's most likely the 4 in this case. Yeah, throw the Slaughter into the offlane. He was pretty impactful in a previous match.
But different player.
Yeah, he could. Oh, true.
Different player.
He could probably do more with farm.
True. If we have him like something like the Agams, BKB, just make that lake, just stay inside and fight. It's very, again, similar to the Wukong command, where you also have this area where you're like, I want to fight in this area specifically.
Except the cooldown is shorter.
Much shorter. Much shorter. But Motivate Trust, they still have Mint and have to think about it. They have to pick maybe their position 5. It's still something to think about. Oracle is in the pool, and obviously Reality Rift, they're not going to take it. They already have their position 5. Oracle's in the pool. Oracle's pretty decent actually. Not that bad against the gyrocopter to stop him from flat cannoning. So that's kind of decent. Someone gets hook shot, you can save them.
Good dispel against the corrosive haze. Does it dispel them?
Yeah, but I mean, we're talking about Motivate Tries taking.
Oh, I thought you meant Reality taking it up for themselves.
No, because we.
That's true. We have nuts already.
Yeah. So it would be a decent idea for them to take it. I like the idea of Oracle for Motivate Trust. I'm trying to think what else. They have decent control. You know, Rubik Lift, Slytherin Guard. Those are pretty good spells. Some sort of forced movement would be good. Anything that could get someone outside of the cogs is great. Or move them around. But Snapfire is already taken. I'm trying to think what else can move you. I mean, Pudge, you know.
You think we'd actually see a Pudge getting drafted here?
No, I just think that forced movement is what you kind of need. Dark Seer can move people around, but no, I don't think that's what you want. Is it gonna be Oracle? Tell me if it's Rubik 5 or yet. They got me. You know, it's like it's Shadow Demon. Damn it! I swear I was thinking of Shadow. Not like just now, but I was like, Shadow Demon is a save as well because of the disruption. They got me. They got me.
They got you.
They got me.
They heard you. They heard you. They're probably stream sniping right now.
But Reality Rift now, they need to show us. Is it gonna be KYXY's heroes or is it gonna be Alacrity's hero?
Radiant
and
team
it's a Drew hero. No, it's a mid.
Yes,
most likely mid.
It's gonna be Alacrity on it.
Yeah.
They actually styled with this recently. It Motivate Trust. Now they have to pick a mid that's really good against Meepo. Oh dear. And they, by the way, they both times they pick it as 4th pick. You know, they never take it as the 5th pick Meepo. They always take it as the 4th pick Meepo, so you can adjust just a little bit at the end if anything crazy happens. Motivate Trust. This is gonna be a thinker. You have to pick a mid that's pretty decent against Meepo. It can. I mean, like the spirits are kind of bad because if you get netted, okay, I have to.
Dire team pick.
And DP, there you go. Death Prophet again being banned.
Radiant team.
And they take the center. All right, that's gonna be KYXY Hustler. Okay, it was kind of pretty much expected. It's like surprise.
You said you need a movement. So
yeah.
Here it is.
Oh yeah, that's true. I mean, there you go. But it's a move, but I was hoping for moving for the other side. Well, actually, no. You have the lift from Rubik. That's forced movement.
Yeah, that's forced movement as well. But I like it on the Reality Rift as well. The disengage potential with the Stampede. It's just very good. Offensively, defensively, whichever it is. I mean, if Meepo runs you down, it's pretty much over at that point.
I feel like Reality Rift is done. Like they're done with. Like they're like, let's just win this. And oh, okay, that's good.
All right,
that's a good pick.
Against a Meepo, RP him in, then like. They're just going to deal in with the damage, not to mention Smokescreen is there to cancel any sort of poof plays he wants to.
And you can empower the Ricky when he does the tricks of trade. Everyone's taking damage. And now we have this, the thing that keeps them all in the circle. Last game we need something that keeps them all in the circle. You RP, tricks of the trade, Southern Guard, lift, All these are great abilities. On Reality Rift side, you do have Stampede though. So it's like if you only RP 1 or 2 people or you don't combo it correctly, we're out.
We're out of there.
No, you're not gonna catch us. Not really good saves on Reality Rift sides. No dispels either.
But maybe because they want to just run at you. That's
Exactly.
why they dropped the Meepo up.
They don't really care. But I mean, this is a tough one. Honestly, I feel like it's 50-50. I feel like Motivate Trust, it might have a little bit of the easier draft to make it work. Reality Rift is Meepo though. It's crazy. So I don't know. I don't know which one's gonna win.
Based on the initiation and the firepower that's coming out from Reality Rift, not to mention the gyro can scale pretty late if they want to. I feel like they're covering all corners of the room right now, right? The mid and to the late game, and so I think just that itself goes to Reality Rift. That's me, but I could be wrong.
It's I mean, the problem with Lich is kind of useless late game. He's not really. I mean, he's fine. He has AoE Black Hole. Meepo is also tends to fall off. So you have like Hustla's Clockwork. I mean, anything that pierces BKB is always great. You know, yeah, that's always fantastic. But you know, later on, your what's it called? The battery cell is not as amazing. So you're looking at what late game, just gyro basically. Gyro Centaur is really not much. It all comes down to the Meepo.
So the question is, will it go to a late game though? That's
the
what
thing,
they have
because you have Meepo, you want to end it fast. It's
Yeah.
a hard one because as I said, they got Magnus RP, and they got Ricky who's fine late game. They got Slayer who's pretty good in the early games as well. So I don't know. I can't really pick one. I just can't. You know.
It's been a long day, ladies and gentlemen. This could be the final game of the entire series. Or will we get into game 3? We'll see as this one progresses. This is game number 2 of a best of 3. It's Motivated Trust versus Reality Rift in the ESL C Championship 2020.
It still bugs me that I can't like come up with one. It's like so close. You know, it's such a good draft from really both teams. Reality Rift, if the Meepo goes out of control, they can win this in 25 minutes basically. That's it. They'll be done. But if Motivate Trust can hold it, their late game is very solid, and you can never ever count out the team that has the RP.
That's
ever.
true.
Any one good RP, the game goes the other way. And I'll be honest, I'm not really sure how I feel about KYXY on the Centaur. Well, we know he's great on the Knight heroes, and we know he's great on the Timberson and Kunkka, but in other heroes, this is a very cool trick you can do in your pubs, by the way. See if go there, see the mid tower hits you, and then you'll know there's a ward there. Make sure the mid tower doesn't kill you.
That'll be a totally different.
It's like, well, it's hitting me. I think they might have vision. They just stand there for the rest of the day.
So if you Motivated Trust, you somehow played early as well, just to shut this gyro down, or is there no way you can do anything?
The onus is on Reality Rift to make something happen with Alacrity's Meepo. Like, they are the ones who must make something happen. And there's gonna be a lot of stress on him. So all you really have to do is counter-initiate against him. Whenever he show up with the Magnus RP. Of course, the downtime for Alacrity is there's no downtime. You can jump from one kill to another kill to another kill. Meepo, Magnus obviously is not the same, but even if you kill him a couple of times, that's a big hit for Meepo.
That's true. Every single time a Meepo dies, that's efficiency loss because his Meepo doubles could actually just be farming in the jungle or something.
Exactly. It's a lot of gone. And every time Meepo dies, a Smurf sheds a tear, you know? Like, oh, no.
Blue tears.
Well, and I do imagine that, Fearless will do okay in the mid lane once he gets a couple of levels of Empower.
What about the laning matchup up at top and bottom? Who do you think is supposedly in papers come out on top? I mean, obviously you have a Gyro who's a range against a melee.
Yeah, but if you have Nuts on the Lich, when they try to chase him, it's not going to really do anything because he'll just be able to put on the Frost armor and he'll be fine. So he'll be okay with it. But so it's hard for Slot to get those kills. Meanwhile, but on the bottom lane though, Jackie as well as Boombell. I don't know how Boombell. I'm glad to see him on a hero that has more impact past 20 minutes. By the way. Yeah. Like his chance is great, but it really puts a lot of pressure on him to end the game, like early, just end the game.
True. I like the disruptor pick.
Shadow Demon.
I mean, yeah. So sorry.
He looks like this, right? He has a disruption spell.
Yeah.
You know, it's like, that's not fair.
Yeah, the Shadow Demon, because his ult actually is quite the hassle too. So if he gets his ult off, the Demonic Purge onto one of the Meepos, Stampede's not gonna help him at all.
Not at all. I was actually thinking that that was a pretty decent combo if you have the Bane as well, because the Shadow
and
Demon
Feeble.
Demonic lasts like till, you know, what,
Forever.
9 seconds or something? It's pretty long. Well, actually not 9 seconds, more like 7, but still that's a long time. Alright, Magnus taking those 2 points in power. And you can see he's right up there to the CS, and oh, nuts!
Has got some kill potential though.
That's a rocket coming.
It's coming. It's gonna get the kill
Oh,
secured for sure.
Nuts.
But Nuts had to outshine him with the last right click in.
That's a report. That's a report. That was my first blood. How dare you take it? But yeah,
The homing missile.
they want these. If you can win the side lanes as well as the mid lane, then I mean, reality of this, they can just end this really fast.
Alacrity already doing decently, I guess, in the mid lane, 14-3, just like the Magnus 15 to 3. So they're trading pretty evenly. Drew, do you think they could actually just leave him here? I don't think so.
Oh,
Mid lane, all that thought, gets the ensnared out, the poofs. Not enough to take him down, but the harass is enough to at least scare him away from the lane. Sends one Meepo back.
Nuts.
Oh, gets control, the cross shield is there, but Nuts pops up the cross shield wall, going through it, but will go down to the Slaughter with the right click damage and Mash gets another cross up. Q is actually just staying in the area, just right clicking him down. Drew is the one who's
one more
overcommitting.
bash.
Gotta be careful though. The Fiery Fire lets him hold himself for at least for a bit.
The farm, I'm looking at the farm. Yeah, it's like basically even. 13-2 to 11-5. So yeah, both of them farming pretty well. There's no. I'm trying to look that any lane is really suffering. And KYXY versus Jackie, they're doing fine as well. So there's no lane that you can look at and be like, oh, this is crazy. You know, can't believe how much it's suffering. Look at this. Alacrity is just soaking EXP. He doesn't care. He's just getting half the EXP for free. Like, one of the best things about Magnus is how fast you farm the neutrals. Oh, okay, that's bad. Happens, but yeah, it's unfortunate.
It's 2 minutes downtime on his item progression though. So
That's it might have been on the way back.
yeah, that's true.
Might have been on the way
Be
back.
optimistic, right?
Yeah.
Look at Hustler going for the cheeky plays, disrupted up.
As for can you leave Drew? No, you cannot leave Drew alone. Yes, he's hard to kill, but he's not impossible to. Oh, there you go.
Oh, there you go. Yep, the poof again.
It's starting to go. It's really starting to go Alacrity's way. Yes, there's like 28 CS on Magnus, but a lot of them are becoming jungle creeps. All right, we are going to go into the bounty ruin timer here. Who's gonna get it? KYXY. KYXY doing pretty solid on this lane. You know, not mean that I underestimate him, but he's not known for his centaur. You know.
I mean, naturally, I think a bit Sento's more sustainable than some.
True.
Especially with that retaliate thing.
Yeah.
So it should be okay. The top lane's where all the action then as Black Cannon goes off. That's the lift onto Drew. Drew going low, but the Rocket Barrage hitting more onto the creeps. They do get down the Rubik first before Marsaros wants to go in for the trade kill. He will get it. Marsaros into the tree lines. Will not finish this one up. Gets the bash down and the crush. So unfortunately,
He
it was
needs
stacked.
mana.
He needs something. He gotta burst him down. What is he doing? He's right clicking with the trade. Nuts! Nuts!
That. Might have, he had the clarity. Obviously, you can't clarity when you were being hit, but might have clarity before he ran to it. He would have had enough mana. Nuts. Oh, that's gonna be one of the where you watch the replay and be like, guys, I was one hit off. Come on, guys, I was one hit off. But I still haven't really seen him do much. I mean, I know he's in the bottom lane, but I haven't actually seen his impact in the game. He's 1-1. He's literally the lowest CS in the game.
Hustler has one job. He's sniping
True.
courier.
He got one courier. That is a big contributor to this contribution so far.
It looks like he might just go for it again if this courier just willy-nilly walks past by it. He's not in the area though to do so.
He is actually going some mid lane here. Maybe going to go see what Boombell's doing. But yeah, KYXY fine with the CS. Same thing with the Ricky, and it's just like, yeah, we'll just leave them. If one of them tricks over trade, the other one stampedes. If one of them runs in, the other guy has a blink strike. So like, there's no way they're killing each other. Which means that what they really want to do is focus on Fearless. Make sure that his Magnus isn't able to get the game that he wants. RP is a big factor.
Game-changing ultimate.
It is, and
Time and time again.
especially because RP is going to be mostly used as a nuke just to get Alacrity out of the game. And Drew farming well here. He is actually no, sorry, 29 CS. Sorry, my bad. He's farming okay. You know, he's got a couple of kills. And oh, Fearless.
Oh, all his
The
stacks.
stack, the big creeps as well.
Might have pushed backwards.
Oh,
No, the
dear.
cogs. You might have overstepped
that's not what
yourself.
he wants.
Fearless. What have you done?
No.
You actually been disrupted.
So when you disrupt someone, you still have the
Battery assault,
Yeah,
yeah.
battery assault still active, and he's like, no, let me out. That is real unfortunate, and that's one of those mechanic things that he knew. He would have just disrupted the Magnus instead, waited and waited out.
Well, they get the kill onto Hustler eventually, but
Dire's
it was
top
at the
tower
expense of
is
your
under
mid player.
attack.
Oh,
Shouldn't have
this.
happened.
Oh, this. You can see Nuts. He has the clarity, man.
Right?
He has the clarity.
He just needed one more.
Like, oh, he's actually clarity up. My bad. He clarityed up while running in. I'm so sorry. I thought he didn't have it on because he has another one in his backpack, but yeah, that's my bad. He actually had it on, ticked in the last second when he went in.
Okay, well, XY's got to be careful though. Shadow Poison's right there. They get the reveal on one stack.
Could be a kill.
Do they have the lockdown? Did not disrupt it.
Nice
actually.
dodge, by the way. Double mango trees coming out here.
Oh, now Nuts committing far forward. I guess he was a bit triggered with
Whoa.
the previous one. Now
Whoa,
he's
Nuts.
a bit overextending. Could it be a bait for Hustler? Hustler's making it into the back lines, but he will go down. Nuts a bit
Dire's middle
questionable
tower is
this
under
game.
attack.
That was weird.
Dire are scanning.
Again, if we see the replay, it turns out that he was doing something right, you know, just like before. We're like, come on, get it. Wow, level 6 already on Q.
Oh no, Hustler feeding next onto this Ricky. The lift is there, will go down with the Shadow Poison pop.
All of this is basically a sideshow. It is only, I mean, I'm not saying that this is your impact on the game, but 9% of this game is going to be decided by what Alacrity does when his Meepo starts playing seriously, basically. Because, yes, these kills, man. Oh, there you go.
As you were talking about it, the Poofs come forward and gets him, but unfortunately damage not enough to control this thing.
RP.
XY is in the area. RP, there's a big one. Skewer. Will he get the skewer? He does not. He does have this.
They get the kill on the Shadow Demon and the Rubik as well. But Ricky makes it out alive. And look who's here. Slardar is actually here.
To join in the party. Alacrity is not dead just yet. They can still turn this one if they so wishes to. YXY is falling low, but not dead. He's a tanky centaur. The Sinister Gaze can't control him up. Fearless, that's him gone. Jackie's still in the area. They do not have any sort of vision. Nuts finally
It was
gets
nice
the
knowing you.
reveal. Tricks of the trade. He actually makes it out. Now they pop the dust. They're just running for him. Jackie, he's got to be careful. Hustler has the battery assault. Will hold him in place. Will actually get him down, but the disruptor in is dead.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Maybe that was the play.
Oh,
It
green.
was a stolen call down, actually, turning this one onto Hustler himself, and Jackie just comes in and go for the cleanup. Drew still in the area, but he's the one out of mana, and we'll have to back out.
That level 6 on early level 6 on Rubik is amazing. Again, yeah, losing Hustler and Nuts at the end of that fight, bad. But again, this is all a sideshow. What really matters is what Alacrity is going to be doing. That's the person you have to watch this game. And you can see when he went in, he took an RP. He was in Tricks of the Trade. I was like, this is going to turn out ugly. But survived. He survived it. Turned that fight around. Got 4 kills for his team without losing his own life.
And they might try to upset the balance again.
Nice
as
stun.
they go forward for, well, KYXY.
An impressive stun coming out from Q's side.
Yeah.
And you can actually see that they're going to go with, I imagine it's going to be a Crimson Guard for KYXY. Just want to get anything that can help the Meepos survive is what you need. Oh, Boom Bell.
Oh, Boom Bell.
Alacrity.
Deep on the inside of the trees.
His Meepo is godly.
Radiant's
Next
bottom
few
tower
minutes
is
decide the
under
game.
attack.
And yeah, Vanguard finish. Top lane.
They're already working on the bottom lane tier 1 tower, so at least that actually opens up the entire jungle for him to farm even more.
Nuts.
Snowball Nuts is in
Nuts
the
is
area.
dead.
He's the only one. They're going to come around him. Masaros comes straight in with the lift and the stun from the crush. Will be enough to take him down. Working on the mid lane tower and the bottom. They are just taking objectives one after another. They are done messing around, as you said. They're running straight for it.
This is, I mean, Motivade Trust. it's oh, there you go. They're gonna have some issues killing Alacrity, so what they want to do is just get kills anywhere else, keep down as many other people, make sure Alacrity has as little support as possible from the rest of his team. And I mean, Alacrity is a big deal, but you also have Drew to contend with later. Still, they are smoking up. Are they gonna go for Alacrity? It looks like Nuts. If you die for this, it's perfectly worth it.
Well,
Nuts, go die, Nuts.
They're all smoked up, running afterwards. Oh, they drop down the sentries. Scouts out that they know that they do not have the vision up on the top lane, but like KYXY is in the area, so the Stampede could be just in time if the
Level
smoke
6
will pop. In fact, they're going for the smoke themselves. Hustler actually got some hogs into the back lines, pushes Bell back. Now they've got their Drew actually gets the kill onto one, and now they're going to follow it up more with Hustler. Everyone's just running into the trade, but Rain, ulti, Chain Frost bounces onto everyone, takes them all down. One more left alive, has the TP out of there.
Beautiful. I like what Hustler did. He went in. He's like, guys, just come on. I don't care. You know, I got them. Just in the cogs, and that was nice. Ultimate coming after Lich, and a 4-for-1 trade, tower for tower. Again, reality of getting the exact game that they need. Like, it's not what they want. They need this to go this way, because if the RPs come out pretty good and you get a couple of kills on the Meepo, then the whole game switches the other way. Can you imagine if you RP'd that?
Yeah, that would be so bad.
I mean, I know he's showing off, but can you imagine if you RP'd that? And every team wouldn't know unless they have vision, and which they don't. But oh god, that would have been something else if he did RP. Yeah, Crimson Guard coming out for the centaur. I imagine it's going to be Crimson Guard followed by Pipe, and that's when you really want to end the game. Agans would take too long to farm, so let's see what happened actually in that last fight. And
there you go.
They just get, look at that hook shot from behind. You can't do anything when you are being netted. And look, he just goes in, catches them right there. Right? No, not in the cogs, but they have to turn back to kill him. And that's such a cost. Look at this, only 2 people for it to bounce on. Just beautiful. Meanwhile, though, I wonder what's Clockwork guy is going to force staff, want to force people out. Anyone who gets RP'd, or you just force them out of the way before he gets skewered away. Gyrocopter, nothing too impressive right now. He's got the drum. He's got the drums as well as the magic wand. So drums gives him a lot of stats, helps the team run away, and as well as chase, and it makes him really able to fight early on.
Yeah. That's the magical build, right?
Oh, so this is gonna be the Aghanims for the Mr. Centaur. Okay then.
All right, more stampedes go around.
I do wonder, is anyone gonna make a pipe on the reality side? I guess it's really not that much magic damage, honestly. I was thinking like Shockwave and RP is some magic, but yeah, it's not really enough to justify. It's the physical damage you're worried about.
That should help.
All right, it's been a calm few minutes.
Yeah, it has been. KYXY is here, a happy pony he is, but not
He's
for
a
long.
centaur, sir.
He is a pony.
He is a centaur, a majestic centaur.
A majestic pony gets lifted up, immediately tossed backwards. The bash is there, holds him on the smoke screen.
Yeah, that's when you want the force staff. Hustler though, you recognize. I mean, sometimes you recognize a problem. You have to, but it takes a while to solve it. That's one of those situations. Alacrity, that might be his life.
There goes the shockwave. They're actually going to take him.
Nice Ethereal Blade.
Ethereal Blade actually keeps him alive, but unfortunately, with the crush, will finish the job. The first death on Alacrity's name.
Yeah, if again, 1 or 2 deaths, acceptable. If he dies like 3 times and doesn't achieve a Rax and that, then you have to be worried. Because now you're going up against the Aegis. There is no RP. There is no RP available.
And they know they're in the Roche pit, so they might just look to command. Call
that's a good combo.
Hogs with the hook shot. The chain frost is there, bouncing onto 2. That force staff actually killed him in the backlines. Boom Bell now falling pretty low. Nuts is just going ham at it. The Black Cannon disconnect. Oh, the tricks of the trade will get the kill.
What a combo.
And now Masaros, he is falling low. He just needs one more hit, but KYXY decides to double back, and now he's gonna pay the same. He's gonna pay the price.
This game is on fire. They had to buy back to secure it, and they're just gonna go for it. Masaros might actually die.
Oh, he's gonna be careful. Those rocket flares do deal a hefty amount of damage. He's in the area. At least get one of them. No, he will not.
Both teams 3 buybacks for Motivate Trust, but they get the
Dire's
Aegis.
top
Meantime,
tower is
they
under attack.
it's like both teams so super aware of just how crucial the time is right now for Alacrity not to go out of control. Reality Rift, they want to make sure they don't get the Aegis, because being a Meepo trying to kill the same person twice, just you want to go in, burst out, leave. An Aegis really disrupts your plan. Ricky has the Battle Fury, and he has the Empower, so when he hits, he's cleaving for like a lot.
A lot.
Like, he's like, how much is the Battle? It's like 40%. Like, yeah, it's a lot. Maximum cleavage.
Also means his farm is going to be even more sped up now.
And Magnus, he's going to go for that Blink Dagger. Going to take a little bit of time for him to get, about a couple of minutes at least, for him to get that Blink Dagger, assuming no kills. And KYX, I mean, I like the idea of the Agonists, but
They haven't been utilizing it.
yes, like we have Stampede. The thing is, if you Stampede, and you'll get that the ability to get them huge damage reduction, which is lovely. But I mean, are you gonna get it in time? Feels like by the time you get it, you know, we're way over Meepo's timing.
They might just. It drops down the sentry, but he's out of range.
Hustler doesn't have a Force Staff either. I'm thinking RR is feeling a little impatient right now. And oh, this was such a nice combo. This was such a
look
nice.
at that. He forced off himself to his doom, but he actually didn't die though.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, here's take the full Ice Blast. I do think that KO actually came back. He should have stuck a little bit more with he left Drew, which meant that there you go. Ricky could kill him. Could have stuck a little bit more to him, like his bodyguard.
Radiant's top tower is under
Yeah, but
attack.
he's committed. 2,500 gold away from the Agams, committed towards it. Alacrity is also here.
Dire's middle tower is under
All those
attack.
nests checking to see if there's a Ricky nearby. It does reveal. And Magnus still trying to farm that Blink Dagger.
Doesn't have the perfect initiation just yet.
Dire's
It seems
bottom
that
tower is under attack.
objectively, this Meepo is still getting something done, right? He
Dire's
died once, he didn't die in that
structures are
previous Roach engagement, thank God.
Radiant's top tower
But now
is
he's
under attack.
they're clearing up. They're clearing up the
Dire's
jungles,
bottom tower
working
is
on the
under
top
attack.
tier tower. So
Yeah. No buybacks being saved by
Yeah.
by anyone really. Well, actually, maybe we'll have buyback, but it's not a buyback game. It's a one fight you lose kind of game.
Dire's bottom tower
200
is
health on the Rubik. Does not want to be jumped on and killed.
oh, he's got to be careful. The tower is now down. The rotation is here.
KYXY.
KYXY, and he has to stampede if he wants
Oh.
to use it. Great snare holds him in place there with the net under the call down, but
That's
well,
it. They got the tower, but they trade their bomb tier 1. Again, a small victory for Reality Rift. And every minute that they're not fighting is good for Reality Rift because it is just being timed. But at the same time, I don't think Motivate Trust is too bothered by that either. They know their late game is a little bit better because they have RP. So they know they're like, oh, you guys think, you know, we want to fight? You're like, no, we're fine farming as well. So both teams feeling like the Aegis is working in their benefit. You know, Motivate Trust is not fighting, and Reality Rift just waiting it out.
but can they afford to hold the high ground though? Besides Fadeball,
Oh, that's a kill.
Oh yeah, the lift is there with the crush as well with the trick to the trade will take him down. But I mean, like besides the Fadeball, what other wave players do they have?
I mean, you have the Shockwave,
Yeah, true.
Shadow Poison. Well,
That one
that
takes
takes
a while, yeah.
that takes a while. You gotta throw 3 of them, by which point the Creep Wave is dead. You know, you're like, guys, I helped. I was, you know, they died and I was around. But yeah, I mean, that was a nice kill on Drew, and they got tower. So again, Motivate Trust inching their way. Like the minutes go by, and I think Motivate Trust is getting close to their win condition, more so than Reality Rift. Like this is another tower they're gonna get.
We're gonna trade out objectives at this point, and look, he's got the axe.
There you go.
Oh, no, that is the time, and we were talking about being that tanky guy just staying in a pool. Roche just got a little bit tipped over to the side of Trust favor right now with the RP and that pool to play around with. Ooh, it
they
actually
got him.
cancels the TP with the disruption. It's a 4-on-1 surely. Single nuts. Can't take it.
Yeah, it's again, it's fine if he dies. He's really not that big factor, but a Meepo 5-1 and 5, I believe, something like that. He's had a good game, but
Can he get more?
it's like one of those pub games where you play where you're like, I played well, but we still lost. This is one of those things like that. He's playing really well, but he needs to play on his win condition, which is end the game. course, it's easier said than done.
Yeah,
Like,
obviously.
like, oh, just end the game. I said, why does this mean end the game?
But that is the goal. That is the objective right now. If you're Alacrity.
He's gonna go for the Skadi first. Interesting.
Stats.
Wonder I was thinking he might go for Hex actually. Not a single buyback available. I like that plus 0.5 seconds homing missile stun duration for Gyro. Like anyone ever uses homing missile in general. Like you just use it sort of like in the beginning of the fight to force the enemy to run away.
Oh, looks like they're going for the hunt once again. Already smoked up. It's just the
Aghanim's,
three of them.
okay.
He's got the Ags too. It might be the reveal.
Time
but
to smoke here.
Yep. It might
go,
be
guys.
smoke and smoke action. Courier is around, but KYXY is showing himself up in the top lane.
Oh, the courier comes in. Will die.
Oh, they
Oh, what a bait!
Oh, what's on the inside though? Nothing.
I don't know. I think that was. Yeah, it has nothing. I think it was just there for it to die. Like they were like, we'll throw out something juicy that's not a life of ours, and they're like, oh yeah, they actually took it. Cool.
Put some info in.
Yeah, that is impressive.
Now look at that. They are the ones being the aggressor, knocking on their doors. Team Reality Rift, they really gotta abuse the timing, as you mentioned. They should, but
They can't.
Dire's bottom
I mean, you're
tower
up against.
has fallen.
Again, there's RP with a Blink Dagger. There's Slardar with an Aghanim's. There's a lot, and you decide to go. Yeah, I mean, you get this is so long. It took forever to get this Aghanim's and Centaurs. But he might prove us wrong and just do something well with it. But if you're wondering which team is gonna win, it's like Motivade Trust has like a 60% win rate at this point.
they're willing to try though. Already smoked up on there, and Drew is just gonna frontline the whole
Oh,
thing.
actually, can we see the win percentages? We can.
Oh, hold on. This one's a big kill. They immediately
There it
catches
is.
him. Oh, everyone commits onto the single slaughter in his
Good
own
save.
pool with the disruption save there.
RP.
He's trying to do something. RP catches onto all the Meepo. Can it end the job? Can it finish it up though? Mazaros playing around his pool. He's getting all the regens in the world, but that is only the delay, the inevitable, as he gets a single crush out, holds them in the backline, but the entire team of Reality Rift just cleans up.
Yep, and they're going to just go straight for a push, see what they can get. That's another kill for them, and this might be a lane of Rax. Magnus is not going to come back in time. Are they actually going to go and push it though? Rubik actually stole the Stampede, but his Stampede doesn't give you the damage reduction. You gotta get the Aghanim's for that. So yeah, what are they going to turn this into? Region Ruins available,
Radiant's middle tower is
and
under
they know
attack.
there's no RP. It was just used. That was kind of Motivate Trust's
Window.
yeah, they showed everything that they had in that fight. The Aghanim's, the Blink RP.
Radiant structures
So,
are falling.
Reality Rift.
They can technically push high ground at this point. I
But
mean, force it. No, they probably won't buy back. At least we have like 30 seconds on it.
But, by the way,
Radiant's middle
there's no
tower
RP
has
anyway.
fallen.
kudos to KYXY. The Aghanim's did a ton of damage reduction in that fight. So, like I was saying, you might want to go more. I mean, you have Crimson Guard and you have Aghanim's. That's a ton of damage mitigation right there. Still, it feels like it took a long time to get there, and that was a risky decision. But they believe that they can hold it. Telescope, best item you can get. I like how Lich has the Keen Optic, now he's got Telescope, which is just like an upgrade version of the same item.
So now he can cast Chain Frost from a safer distance.
Or do the Sinister Gaze from further away, like,
That's
hello.
true. That's true.
Clockwork has got the Force Staff, Quickening Charm, another good item. Orb of Destruction feels like it should be better. It's like a 30% slow with... oh, there you go. He did go for the Hex. Right, I was thinking that Skadi would be a little bit too much, but he went for the Hex. I'm glad. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We catch him. This feels like a good idea. You know, they're all grouped up here, and this is a nice RP. Stampede straight away goes and already has the Crimson. They're not doing damage. Like they just don't do damage to any of them. Once they get the turn, they just do. Ricky's out. You know, Mazros. There you go. He's out as well. Just able to kill everyone.
Illusion.
Roshan still, you know, dead. I can tell they're really waiting for it. So I imagine one of the teams might consider would they send the courier or just gonna keep someone there for the whole time. Paladin Sword is a good item, but in this game it's rough to use.
Dire are
It's a bit of a stalemate at this point, though. Oh, what was that? Did he just commit a tricks of the trade just to get out of there?
Titan Sliver is available. That is a decent item. When you're going up against Hex and Ethereal Blade, you want to have as much time, as much reduction of these effects as you can get. Look at that. He just walks on, throws. Then anyway, if you catch someone, great. If you don't catch someone, so
Doesn't matter.
It's
The
a short
cooldowns,
cooldown.
yeah.
Yeah. This is one of the best things about watching pro teams that I hope anyone watching learns is just use your spells as often as you can. When a fight begins, don't think, hey, I'll just save my Laguna Blade in case something. Like, just throw it out, burst someone down, move on to the next person.
They're all huddled up. They might look to get into another smoke attempt. It was successful the first time round. They might actually look to do it again, especially now that Roche is inside the pit. I think Trust knows about this.
They do.
They're trying to check it
They
out
know
with
for sure.
Shadow Poison. They do see it. Oh, they might want to go and make the initiation, but it's Hasla who gets the hook shot down. Actually getting lifted up, getting tossed behind his own cogs, but now Masaros, he's in no man's land, but he's turning this tide around, especially in his own puddle. Alacrity does pick up the Aegis, and now that he can just go
save.
straight at it. Drew running in with the axe already on him. Oh, Hasla goes down to Fearless, but this Gyrocopter, he's just diving straight in. I hear a call down. I don't see him, but it is there. Takes down the Rubik. And he has a BKB already popped open. They see him with the Rocket Barrage. It will proc, so they know he's in the area. Boombell trying to make it out of there, but unfortunately, running is not a a Shadow Demon's favorite thing to do. He's not going to make it out alive.
They do have the buyback on Shadow Demon. 20 seconds until Rubik is back, so they probably will have everyone here by the time they hit Thraxes, but oh, this is awkward. You still have the Blink RP, but you also have the Stampede.
Careful, they just came in with the hacks! The clutch hacks actually canceled the RP, and now everyone's just gonna bash him down before he actually gets the chance. He does get it off though, by falling pretty low. That was a defensive RP, and he died in the process. So that is the big wombo combo gone. They can look to commit, but oh my god, Shadow Demon actually takes away the percentage of the HP. It's just the Aegis though. He's gotta remember, but he's left in a pool. He's left to get beaten down for sure. He's trying to go at least for Masaros, but Masaros is in his area. He will live to tell the tale and win that fight. Triple kill on Jackie.
And make no mistake, that was not a good initiation by Motivate Trust. Like, Magnus blinked in, insta-hex, gets the RP off in the last millisecond of his life, along with the BKB, which was completely wasted. And then they come back and they still win the fight. I mean, now the buyback is going to come out from the other side, but remember, no Aegis this time, there's no Stampede as well. And, I mean, is it too late for Reality? You have the Meepo lineup. There's going to have to be a couple of pickoffs, and then they can win the game. But in a 5-on-5, you're kind of betting on Motivate Trust.
They can look to tank this though. Masaros has the pull already, so he can just keep this one up. The sustain is there. Frost Shield does do decent damage when it comes to actually clearing the creep waves, but well, some structural damage has been done unless they have a repair kit. Might want to use it.
Another thing is that Ricky, I think, had the power in that fight. Seems like he did a ton of damage. Gyrocopter, he's got Agams and BKB, and that's nice. The problem is that you really don't have that. Oh, what a hook shot.
Long hook shot actually catches this Rubik, but he has to stomp. Four-stops himself downwards. What a player. He's out for sure.
Doesn't take the bounty. If he took the bounty, then he would be styling, but he didn't.
True.
He didn't. The judges give it 9 out of 10. You know, it would have been
one more for the bounty.
One more with that bounty, he missed it. See, I mean, that makes a difference. He could have taken it. He had enough time, but on the same side, you also think, well, he didn't know who was around.
True.
We can see they don't, so he went for the safe play. We can respect that. But now Reality, if they're going to have to be looking less at the Alacrity and more at Drew and thinking, what can Drew do to win this game?
Oh, they
smoke
pop
breaks.
Smoke. He's got to be careful though. The Soul Catcher loves tanky, beefy HP heroes like the Centaur. We've seen how that affected, that applied onto the Meepo, got everyone down to like nearly 1/3 of their HP. So
They know where the Slaughter is. You can see him, but they're not. Oh,
smokes pop.
Meepo, you're in trouble.
They see the Slaughter in the back lines, but immediately the shot catches two inside the cog. The Meepo is there trying to get the proof, but the Crush is holding him down. The RP connects. The Chain Frost is there trying to do decent damage, but they have popped the BKB and they're taking none of it. Buybacks have been committed. They know that the Roche is probably going to spawn sometime soon. Jackie actually gets the kill onto Nuts, and they during his TP as well. That means even if he had a buyback, there's no way he was going to come in back in time to contest the Roche if it does spawn.
Oh dear, oh dear, oh dear. Huge commitment coming up from Realtor. 2 buybacks on 2 cores, which they lost the fight with no objectives taken, and the only thing they killed were supports. So it's like, I mean, okay, if you're a Realtor, if you're thinking, hey, can we rax this with no RP? RP's unavailable? I don't know. By the time you reach and you have all your people active, you can probably expect RP to be available. Roshan is also, I mean, he's it for a while because they took it pretty recently. Remember when the people dived in mid lane? Yeah, you got 70 seconds, of which 15 are going to go for Gyrocopter. So you got a minute, less than a minute to make a play. And look at the way, look at the way this RP is set up so nice. They all grouped up together. They're all here together. He's like, all right, I'll just skewer in. Now, it was nice chain frost, by the way. That was a really good chain frost. But
they had the BKBs up. So.
Doesn't make it. Yeah, like, it doesn't make a difference. It just killed everyone.
Boom!
And Druid doesn't do enough damage. Like BKB Aghanims is a lot of good stats, really useful, but he needs more. He's gonna go for the butterfly. I approve. I like that. Oh, and he's got the orb destruction as well, so that also helps him. But you're really looking. Yeah, can we see the win percentages if we have that available? Because I can imagine at one point it was like 80% reality if it just
swings down.
It's way on Motivade's Trust side right now.
It seems like it with 3k net worth going onto the side of Motivated Trust right now. So yeah, I'm pretty sure it is what it is. With the net worth swing, probably some sort of a win probability goes along as well. They are crowd up though, so they really want this. They really want to secure this Roche because that means they maybe could go for one holy grail or attempt at a team fight, maybe win it, or maybe even just push high ground, get some structural damage down. But the Roche isn't up just yet, and both teams are playing around it, so it's not gonna be so simple.
Yeah, even after this, we'll slowly know the timer of Roche. There's still the 1 to 3 minutes. Yeah, it's 1.5 minutes until we even see when what will respawn. So it's a long time. And I mean, Reality Rift, they're doing a good job. They're keeping the net worth is close, despite the fact that I would say they're pretty far behind in terms of the actual place in the game. The net worth is actually close.
Oh well, take a look at this. Already smoked up, going for the kill. They see it pop. They know someone's in the area. They're caught up onto Hustler. Hustler brought back for this. The double force staff forward. The net will hold him in place. In comes the homing missile.
Look shot to your
But
friends.
Jackie just finishes the job. That's Hustler down for 70 seconds.
Well, it's something he will be back in time to help defend the Roche at least. You know, Roche is one of those like your friend with enemy teams. Like, no, don't hurt Roche. He's one of ours. Ricky though, Battle Fury, man, a butterfly. There's no MKB on the dire side. Not coming out anytime soon either. Drew
Still trying to get that butterfly as you talked about. He is slowly getting there. He just needs more time though. But will he get it in time before the Roche? I don't think so.
I like how he literally throws his ulti just to farm.
Yeah, it's a bit
And
desperate right now. The bounty runes are out, but he cannot take it. So
That's all 5 going to one team. Oh, that's bad. Another 7k gold. 7k gold ahead. Look at that. That's not worth right there. Look at one point. By the way, I believe that their peak was close to the 60-minute mark than like the 20. You see the 28 minutes, like looks like they have the same, but at 60 minutes, that's when you were lacking. Like, he was almost there, you know. EXP obviously.
a couple of wins in the team fight. Obviously, it swings the way of MG Trust. Oh, spider legs. Getting stampede in. Yes.
Kind of a weird item to give him because yeah, it's like, can you imagine he stampedes with the legs on? Like, what are you gonna clip through the game?
About to find out what happens when he does so. They are clumped up. Might be able to look for something here.
Roshan seems like he's gonna respawn pretty soon. 50 seconds. That's a big play for both teams, unless Motivate Trust wants to take the fight before that, then get the Roche secured.
Oh, as you say that, that's exactly what I want to do. Jackie just commits in with the smoke screen and the tricks of the trade, but will not get a kill.
Meepo almost level 25 as well.
Oh, look at Hustler waiting for it. Shoots out the rocket to scout things out, but Masaros is in the covers of Envy's.
Magnus already level 25, got that Empower talent, so yay! It's gonna mean Ricky's gonna hit harder, he's gonna hit harder as well. It's so tough to deal with. It is so tough to deal with. What is it, 65%? Well, how much extra damage does he do now on the Empower? It is... Oh, no, there's no way.
There we go. Cleave damage. Bonus damage 40%. Cleave damage 55%.
Oh, it was reduced recently. Okay, so yeah.
Feels like Reality Rift is playing on a stalemate at this point. They're the ones who's afraid to go out. The Roche is already inside the pit. Don't know if they notice or not. Has to send a flare. Rocket flare to check it out, but will they? They will. They finally scouts it out. They realize they pinged it. All the heroes are converging towards it, but playing it smart. Trust will back off a little bit.
Yeah, I mean they had a quick. They knew the moment was up. Centaur, he's gonna have a blink dagger. That might actually make a difference in the next fight.
Look at Alacrity though. He's
Yeah,
going for the wraparound. They see the direction of the rockets. They know he's in the area. He's out on the high ground. You might want to look to commit that.
BKB
Hasta already in the midst of everyone. Call down onto this Ricky. This Ricky is held in place, but the RP is there. That one decent with the soul catcher. Look at that damage. Oh, it's disgusting. They take down the Meepo and the Gyrocopter and KYXY, and soon to join them in the grave is Hustler with the corrosive haze already on him. That's a full team wipe.
I mean, it's sad to say, but I think
they timed out.
Yeah, I mean that's it. It's just your draft. It's past and peak, and Drew is not at the level where he can carry you anymore, and it's hard to. That's it. Reality Rift. They're basically now playing for a miracle. You know, it has to be an actual miracle for them to win.
Dire's middle tower is under
But
attack.
you see the difference that you and Power did?
Yeah.
Like Meepo just took a couple of hits from Trick of Drain. He was like, boom, 80% of his HP was gone.
They're going straight for tier 4s. They know they can afford it. They want a game 3. They want to even out the odds. We've had a game 3 already today. It looks like we might be looking into another one if he cannot hold this one. KYXY walking around with his spider legs. He's got the pull down. This area is pretty much the Slytherin gods now. They have taken down one tier 4. Second one follow with going straight for the throne, and I don't think they can actually hold this one. Oh, in the backlines, hook shot comes in with the cogs, but now they're just charging down KYXY. He's a tanky horse, but unfortunately not enough. Centaur Warrunner. They're just focusing objective. It's over.
Yeah, it was a very... I mean, it's a risky draft. When you go the Meepo draft like that, it's a risk, and we saw the Magus come out. It was just the perfect counter. Alacrity had the early game he wanted, could not turn that into even more objectives. They actually did try to go high ground a couple of times. They even got like a tier 3 tower, but didn't commit to the racks. They needed to do that. They had to commit. And once we entered the 25 minutes mark, it was like it was your chance of winning are just going way downhill. So Drew, it's hard to carry if you're like the Gyrocopter and your Meepo's, he's out. He's no longer useful.
Plus, he was already committed into like the early magical build, right, with the drums and stuff. So there was no way he was going for the late game. But unfortunately, that is what it is. Looks like Reality Rift opted out in this game number 2, which means it's a 1-1. We're looking at a game number 3.
Don't cry.
I'm not crying. I'm just like, yo, isn't this exciting, my man? Are you not happy about it?
I am. I mean, it's actually impressive to see how Reality Rift, they tried this draft before. It worked. This time, not so much. You cannot show Meepo 4th instead of 5th. You open up to so many counters like we just saw. And Magnus, every time, every single RP hit Meepo. Every single time. And when you're stunned for 4 seconds, doesn't matter how many billion clones you have. You're dead anyway. Ricky, Tricks of Trade, just kills everyone. Yeah,
with that Empower, that's that was a disgusting combination. Especially the Soul Catcher, worth pointing out, that just drains him no matter how healthy the guy is. It's a percentile damage. And let's take a look at the items that they have on each side right now.
Look at that. They have, what do they got? Q just went for all that mobility item. And you can see, by the way, look at Q and Boom Bell. They just want the exact same items. I don't know why they have both Ring of Basilisk. That's a little bit weird. But they do have the Force Staff as well as the Blink Dagger just to move around the map, control the fights around. Someone gets, we save him. You got the you blink in, disrupt, fearless. What a game from him. Actually has 5 discs, but there's late game RPs, game winning RPs. Mazaros and Jackie. Jackie 19 kills. I mean, it's if it's gonna be MVP, it's gonna be between him and
Yeah.
Fearless. It's like I know,
But I feel it has to be Fearless though.
Yeah.
It's those RP that actually won this
yeah,
one.
because to be fair, like in the early game, yes, he could. I think he died once in the lane, and he died a couple times here and there.
Mhm.
But he could have been so much worse. Like
Yeah.
he could have. Meeple could have snowballed. He was gonna snowball no matter what. He could have snowballed so much more. On the other time, Reality Rift, you can see that there's not much damage on Drew. Sadly, he got the butterfly like really late. So yeah, he's got a butterfly, but he didn't have that for most of the game. Except he just had like the Aghanims and drums and the BKB. And it's like, that's fine. Alacrity, you can ask him to do more, but he just can't. It's not enough. It's not enough. I think Hustler and Nuts were a bit too liberal with their lives early game.
Yeah, Nuts
They-
was a bit questionable.
They
with
died a
diving
little
in.
bit too much. We talked about how it's 90% alacrity, but you are giving these kills away. It's like it's a bit too much. Some of these kills were a little bit much
Yeah.
to give away.
Especially down in the bottom lane where they were just throwing their bodies one after another. And
There
I
you
think
go.
that was a double kill on the side of Jackie. Or was it triple? I think it was a double. So, yeah. It is what it is. Reality Rift, albeit a major qualifying team, does mistakes too. Because after all, they are just humans.
Well, no, I don't want to take I don't want to take this anyway away from
Mhm.
from their opponents. They played so well. They
Yeah.
played so well.
That's
So,
true. That's true. That's
no,
true.
Motivate, Trust, that was
Mhm.
brilliant. I mean, game one, they gave
Mhm.
him such a hard time. For them to come take game two, that's not just, that's not an upset, that's completely expected with their draft, because I had a hard time. I was thinking, like, Alacrity's so good on the meepo, but Motivate, Trust, this is a really good draft. But we have an MVP, actually. Is it going to be Magnus? Is it going to be Magnus?
No,
No,
they went with the
production.
KDA.
How could you?
How could you?
How-
He could not have gotten that without the control from the RP.
Throw the man a bone, you know.
Oh.
What?
So now
Oh.
everyone's on pubs is going to go for carry players just because that's what's featured on the MVP. You know what I mean?
Yeah, well, I
Oh,
can't wait for
but,
my 0-7 anti-mage, you know, just to farm the jungle. Don't worry, guys, I'll be MVP.
I'll be-
But yeah, he played amazingly well. 2 deaths throughout the whole game. Really dodged the meepo well. Just, I mean, again, he was really enabled. Like, you have to give it, he was really enabled, but he himself played very well as well.
That's true. That's true. But like,
I know
it's
what
a
you mean.
huge argument. Who dishes out the most damage or who sets it up?
Who
for the
sets it?
others?
Exactly, right?
Yeah.
It's like, then again, how hard is it to empower, you know, Ricky? It's like,
And then he just tricks on the trade.
Yeah, there you go. So easy. Anyone could have done it.
Oh, but not everyone's a Jackie though. So some credits to him. He farms well, I guess. He played it clean. He died twice only.
I love how the MVP is like, oh, he's fine. He was there in the game.
Yeah, he was always there. You see that
Yeah.
smoke screen? That was a lot of
And we
contribution.
praise Nuts who lost way more than Jackie, you know?
Yeah, we did. We did. That we feel bad. That was the game. Game number 2 of this best of 3 series. And lucky you, lucky us, we get into a game number 3. But it is getting late, so we need to take a quick breather before we start into this next one. We're gonna take a short 5. My name is Scatty Keith, and together with me, Otomo. We'll see you in the next one.